dropped from subsequent editions, and the quote was moved to appear at the end of Appendix 2, called Spiritual Experience. I suspect you all know that, though. The definition, I looked it up in the dictionary because I'm kind of a word nerdy person. I love words, and I love to look up words, and I love to look up the meanings of words, or the origin, word origins. I love that. The definition of contempt is a feeling that a person or a thing is beneath consideration, worthless, or deserving scorn. Another definition is disregard for something that should be taken into account. Well, that's the part I can really relate to. The disregard something that should be taken into account. The first time I ever went to a AA meeting, it was to accompany my father. He was picking up a sobriety chip there at the Watsonville Fellowship Hall. I don't know if y'all ever went to any fellowships hall, but they're very interesting places. They have a big chalkboard there, and everybody puts their name on the board. And I thought, oh my God, where am I? People's name on the board. He's just telling everybody he's an alcoholic, whatever. But I wasn't anything like him. He was an alcoholic, and I just drank too much. That was a big difference. I didn't think that I was an alcoholic because basically I've never gotten a DUI, never been arrested. I went to work every day, and so I thought there's no way that I'm an alcoholic. And then, yeah, I kind of drink. Sometimes I get a little bit out of hand, but my husband be always there to pick me up and take care of me, and everybody else. But so it was fine. I just kind of skated through it. But anyway, during the meeting, there was this woman there that she spoke up, and she was furious. She was mad because basically she was court ordered there, and CPS, Child Protective Services in Santa Cruz County, where I live, had taken her 3 children away from her and put them in foster care. And she could possibly lose them forever. If she didn't stop drinking, they could put them up for adoption, and she'd just lose her kids. And so she went on and started bad mouthing all county workers, calling them names. She was cussing. She was using words that start with F, B, C, D, E, Z. She was going on, and then the last thing she said was, or she kind of ended it with, like, if I ever see any county workers on the street, they're going down. Well, she didn't say it like that. She used more, cuss words, and it was ugly. And then everybody clapped after she talked, and I'm just kind of tripping because the first thing that went to my head is, oh my God, please let me get out of here alive. Because you know what? I work for the county. I'm not a CPS worker, but it's pretty close. And I thought this AA place, some kind of county worker hater place. And definitely contempt prior to investigation, because on the wall there at the fellowship hall, there's, I don't know, it's about 8 feet tall. There's the steps, and there's the traditions. And I did read that, and I thought, well, that's interesting information, but I did not investigate because of the contempt. And I was listening to her, and I thought, oh my God, and I'm not going to go there. I'm never going to go there again. And you know what else I did? As soon as I left that place, I went straight to the liquor store so I can buy myself some booze because, oh my God, I needed a drink. Finally, on August 17th, 1999, I had a coworker that I knew she was clean and sober, and I approached her, and I hadn't had a drink for a couple of days, and I asked her for help. I said, you know what? I need to stop drinking. And I knew she was clean and sober. And then she said, well, are you an alcoholic? And I said, no. I just drink too much. I need to stop drinking, at least for a little bit, to kind of dry out a little bit or get my head in straight. Or actually, what I really, really wanted to do was learn how to drink like a woman. And she said, well, let me take you to an AA meeting. I said, oh, hell no. You tripping now. I'm not going back there. And I told her what happened. County worker hate her place. And she says, you know what? Let me take you to a women's meeting that I go to. And I promise you it'll be different. And then she asked me, will you trust me? That is a loaded question for me because I stopped trusting people a long time ago. And for some reason, I just said, yes, I will trust you. And I did decide that day to investigate. So we went to the meeting, and it was different. All the women, they looked normal. And they all had nice pedicures or nice, cute shoes. The reason I know that is because when I got there and sat down, all I could do was look down. So I started noticing everybody's feet. And I kept my head down, and then I noticed it. All the women in there started going around the room and introducing themselves, and they were all calling themselves alcoholics. And I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? I don't know what to say. I'm not an alcoholic. What should I do? I don't want to place any kind of focus on myself. And I just said, okay, whatever. I'll just, enroll. So when it came to me, I said it. I said, my name's Katie, and I'm an alcoholic. And you know what, ladies? I have not had a drink since then. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened, but it scared me. Because for the next few days, I really, really, really needed a drink. And for whatever reason, I could not do it. And I didn't know what was going on. And then the next week, my friend, her name's Jay-Z, like the singer, she said, Katie, you ready to go back to that meeting? I said, no, I don't think I should go back. It kind of scared me. There's something weird happened to me there, and I don't know what it is, and I don't think I like it because I have no control over whether I drink or not, and something very strange has happened to me. And she says, I know exactly what happened to you. And I said, really? She said, yes. I said, well, what's going on? She said, it's Grace. I said, well, who the hell is Grace? I need to talk to her, set her straight, figure out things, ask her what she did to me. She said, no, it's the grace of God. I said, what is that? What's great? What? I didn't know what she was talking about. She said, it's a gift. It's a gift from God. And I look up grace in the dictionary because, I got that nerd thing going on. And grace is, definition of grace is unmerited mercy. It is a gift from God. It's freely bestowed upon us. We don't deserve it. We don't do anything to deserve it. She says, Katie, you got this grace. Now you better hang on to it. Hang on to it for dear life because you know what? Very, very, all the time I see a lot of people and they let go of their grace and they can't get it back. It eludes them. And she scared me even again more. And I said, okay. And you know what? I've been hanging on ever since. And I've been sober since then. Sometimes my sobriety is only physical, though. And I got this little mean girl thing inside of me sometimes, and it likes to come out and say things and do things and not act right. And I said, I've just been able to stick around and, practice his principles in all my affair. I call my friend, Jay-Z, I said, you're my angel. I said, you saved my life. And she says to me, she says, you know what, Katie, you're the one that saved my life. Before you asked me to um, take you to that meeting, she goes, I hadn't been going to any meetings at all. I had kind of stopped going to meetings. And then you asked me to take you to that meeting, and it got me going back to meetings. So she says, you know what? You're the one that saved me. How am I on time? Okay? She looked back at me. I thought, oh no, she's giving me the bell or whatever. Last Sunday, I reconnected with this woman that when I was a little girl, she really saved me because I was like this broken, wounded, just traumatized little girl, and she showed me so much love and kindness and affection, and I reconnected with her, and I sent her an email. I told her all that, and then I said, you know what, you saved me, and she said, you know what, Katie, it's little girls like you and other children, they're the ones that saved me. And I thought, that is so weird the way it works. And the spiritual awakenings that occur in out here in Alcoholics Anonymous meetings derive from the morality of selfish altruism. I read that word in the big book. It's used a few times, and I thought, what does that word mean? And that word was not in my vocabulary. I don't even ever think I'd heard it before. So I looked it up in the dictionary, because you know me. Unselfish regard for devotion to the welfare of others. The other definition, I thought it was pretty interesting. It says behavior by an animal that is not beneficial to or may be harmful to itself, but that benefits others of its species. And it gave an example of dolphins, how, I don't know if y'all ever heard any stories about people that were being attacked by sharks. Dolphins come in and save them. They put their own life at danger, and predators trying to, eat them, and they're just like, they know instinctively to go ahead and reach out and help people. And it's just amazing, that quality, that characteristic that develops for me here in Alcoholics Anonymous, that quality of altruism, that quality of selfless love, that quality of just always wanting to help another person. Then at the same time, I get juiced by it. I'm like, yeah, that feels good. I love to feel good, because you know what? It's all about feeling good for me, about being happy, joyous. I feel like Joan was saying, but I'm going to stop talking because I'm exhausted. But anyway, it was very good to be here. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, we have time for now for comments. Just stand it where you at.